Very recently, the MLB Top 100 list was rounded out. If you ask me, I think it's kind of a joke, so I'm going to go, I don't completely remember the whole thing, but I'm going to give you my reaction to the MLB's Top 100 players right now. Let's get right into it. Like and subscribe if you do enjoy. Let's get to the video. All right, so we'll start down here at the 100 through 91 spot. Giancarlo Stanton, Adolis Garcia. Yeah, whatever. I do like Adolis. Giancarlo, I don't know. He's one of the better hitters in baseball. Just can't stay healthy. Yandy Diaz, an underrated player. Maybe he could even be higher. He's really good. Logan Webb. Yeah, Joe Musgrove probably should be higher, if you ask me. He's really, really good. You, Darvish, you're going to see this. They're going to, like, group guys together like this. Darvish, Musgrove, yeah, very, very good. Two very good pitchers. Rhys Hoskins, 94, arguably could be a little bit higher, but not much. It's probably the right spot for him. Jazz Chisholm, arguably, could be a little bit higher, but, you know, whatever. He hasn't been very healthy recently. Bobby Wood Jr. after his first year at 92. Whatever. Nestor could be high. Definitely could be higher because he's one of the better pitchers in baseball. So, all right, here's the 90 through 81. Alejandro Kirk, one of the better catchers in baseball. Really good hitter. 90, I mean, yeah, one season really we only saw, but to be fair, he's really good. Ty France is a weapon. I love Ty France. 89, probably a good spot for him. Maybe could be higher. I'd think maybe 70s for him. Christian Walker. Now, here's a debate. Do you think Christian Walker is better than Rhys Hoskins? Glove is really good. Christian Walker's a gold glover. Christian Walker's like a 220 hitter with, you know, he's going to hit you home runs too. Power's about the same as Rhys Hoskins, but then you think about it, it's like Rhys Hoskins hits for more average. So you can take what you want. He is really good. I don't know if he's better than Rhys Hoskins. It's close. Eloy Jimenez is really not been healthy, but I mean, I guess 87 is fine. You see they'll group him with Lou Bob. Yeah, Lou Bob is really good. Dalton Varsho being up at catcher outfielder right here at 85. He's good. I don't love his hitting stats. Don't think he's 85. Probably should be lower. Sean Murphy, 84. Yeah, it's fine. Whatever. Teoscar Hernandez at 83. I think he should be higher. 65 like he was last year. I think that's more of what he probably should be. Devin Williams at 82. I feel like it's a little excessive. Yes, he was good. And he took over for Josh Hader at the back end of the bullpen. I don't know if he's the 82nd best player in baseball. That seems a little bit excessive to me. Clayton Kershaw, yes, he's nasty. He's at the end of his career. I think he's more like the 90 to 95 range. Not really who I'd put at 81. All right, 71 through 80. We'll go 80 first. Christian Javier. Guy's nasty. Could win the Cy Young this year. Jolly Olive, shout out to him. He predicted him to win the Cy Young. Jolly Olive's predicted the Cy Young 2 years in a row now. Aaron Nola, Phillies, 79. I think he could be higher. Honestly, Aaron Nola probably is a top 50 player if you ask me, but call me a homer. I don't know. Tommy Edman being up ahead of a guy like Aaron Nola. Like, if I just think about, is Tommy Edman, would you rather have Tommy Edman or Aaron Nola? I know they're not really comparable. I think Aaron Nola is definitely better. Brandon Woodruff, I think Aaron Nola is a better pitcher than Brandon Woodruff. That goes without saying. Brandon Woodruff is really good. Shane Bieber, Aaron Nola and Shane Bieber, I don't know. They're kind of similar pitchers. Bieber, maybe, I don't know, maybe you could say he's a little bit better. Sure, you could go with that. That's fine. Matt Chapman at 75. It's probably appropriate. He probably could be lower. He did not really have a great hitting year last year. Tony Meatballs, Anthony Rizzo. Up here at 74. Yeah, he hit for some pop. No average at all. Didn't walk a ton. Pretty good first baseman. 74, maybe. That's fine. Wilson Contreras, I think this is a little bit low for him. I think he could be higher. Tim Anderson, 72. Health is really the thing that's holding him back. He could be a little higher. Cedric Mullins, 71. He regressed this year. This is probably appropriate looking at it. He was 44 last year. All right, here we go. 70 through 61. Nathaniel Lowe at 70. Now, this is going to ask the question, do you think that Nathaniel Lowe is better than Rhys Hoskins and Christian Walker? To me, he's a little bit better because this guy can hit. And he plays a pretty good first base. So, Zach Gallen, 69. I think Zach Gallen could be higher. Dude, Zach Gallen is a beast. Shane McClanahan also could be higher. Luis Castillo could be higher. Stephen Kwan, 66. Probably fine. I mean, really good glove, contact guy. But as being a contact guy, he still hits some homers, too. He's an interesting player. I like Steve. Spencer Strider, 65. He was really good. I don't know if I'd put him this high yet, but it's probably about right. Jeremy Pena, 64. This seems like it's pushing it. He was good in the postseason, but overall his 2022 was not the greatest. So I'm not the biggest fan of Jeremy Pena here at 64. Luis Arias, 63. Could be higher, man. He was the batting champ at the AL. Some you-know-what named Randy. This is probably a little bit high because I thought he regressed last year. He was good, but I think Randy's more like an 80 to 90 kind of guy. Then Starling Marte, 61. This seems egregious to me. Starling Marte is good. He is not, to me, the 61st best player in baseball. All right, here we go. 60 through 51. Brian Reynolds at 60. I think he should be higher. I think he's more like that 45th, like he was around there. Willy Adames at 59. Willy Adames is an underrated player. Definitely deserves to be up here. Wander Franco, 58. I would say anywhere between 50 and 60. That's fine. He's got the potential to be a top 10 player, but he's just not been healthy. Alek Manoah, 57. He was really good. I don't know if I'd put him this high. Framber, 56. This is low. Framber should be in the top 30, in my opinion. Dylan Cease, 55. We saw it for a season. Probably could be a little bit higher. Brandon Nimmo, 54. As much as I don't like the Mets, Brandon Nimmo is sick. On-base king. Guy could definitely be in the top 40. Michael Harris, this is the second. Anywhere between 50 and 60 is what I would say. Manuel Clase, 52. He's good. He's dominant. But you're going to see them. They're going to group him together with Edwin Diaz. Do I think Edwin Diaz is literally slightly ahead of Emmanuel Clase? I don't think so. I think Edwin Diaz is a step ahead. Even though Clase is sick, he's nasty, he's awesome. I think Edwin Diaz is a step ahead. Here we go, 50 through 41. Julio Urias, this is the top 50. Starting it off, Julio Urias. Yeah, he's good. That's probably about right. Anywhere between 50 and 60. George Springer, center fielder of the Blue Jays, finally stayed healthy. Is regressing. Probably still top 50. Byron Buxton needs to stay healthy as well, but he is sick as well. It's probably about right. Andres Jimenez, in my opinion, could be higher. He is really good. Look at those season stats he just had. Marcus Semien, 46, is appropriate. He started off really slow. He could be a little bit higher. He had a good year. Jeff McNeil, 45. I love Jeff McNeil. He's probably in this 40s range is what I'd say. Kyle Schwarber, 44. This is interesting because you could say, yeah, he won the NL batting title. This is coming from a Phillies fan. I don't know if I look at Kyle Schwarber as a top 50 player in baseball. Incredible power, really bad defense. He walks a bit. I'd say, if anything, he should be like 48, 49, 50, you know? I don't know if he's the 44. Like, I don't know if he's better than Jeff McNeil. I think I'd rather have Jeff McNeil on my team. Matt Olson, 43. Matt Olson had a down year. He was good, but he had a down year. I think he had like some of the most doubles, but I think Matt Olson could have dropped out of the top 50, in my opinion. Will Smith, 42. It's pretty appropriately rated. Adley Rutschman, 41. This is where it starts to get I think Will Smith still is better right now than Adley Rutschman. I love Adley Rutschman. I'm getting an Adley Rutschman jersey. Orioles are like my team now. I love the Orioles. Adley will be better than Will Smith. This year, no. I think Will Smith is a little bit better right now. Here we go, 40 through 31. This is where we start to get a little bit weird. Jose Abreu at 40, fine, yeah, whatever. He's probably more in the 45 to 50 range like we saw last year. Dansby Swanson. I saw a really interesting stat. Apparently, among all qualifying fielders, he has the weakest throwing arm. That is crazy. But overall, that's probably fine. He could be a little bit lower as well. He's sick, but he might be a little bit lower. Carlos Rodon from the Yankees, he was not ranked last year, and he was really good. He got paid last year. Rodon, you're going to see him. They group him together with Garrett Cole here. I think Rodon could be higher. Garrett Cole could be higher as well, even though he's been struggling the last little bit. I don't know. Max Fried, I look at people's lists with Max Fried, and they kind of tend to underrate him. Max Fried is so sick. He might get traded. I don't know. There's a little bit of something going on there. They don't want to give him a contract. He might be someone that the Braves are saying goodbye to soon. But boy, he is nasty. Zach Wheeler, 35. This is the problem I have, is that you put Aaron Nola at like 70. What was it? 80, 70? Zach Wheeler and Aaron Nola, you probably could have like one right after another. Zach Wheeler's going to blow it by you. Aaron Nola's going to paint the corners. They're very different. But, you know, I don't know. They just seem like they should be similarly ranked. And I think they should both be in about the 40s range. Bo Bichette, 34. A little high for me, especially with his glove being really bad. I'd say more in the 40s. Corey Seager, 33. This is fine. Corey Seager was sick last year. Xander Bogaerts, 32. Again, fine. Xander was good. He improved the defense a little bit. Pete at 31. I'm going to say this is fine. Anywhere between 25 and 32. That's probably where I'd say Pete Alonso's range is. All right, so I'm going to tell you this. The next like 20, maybe even the next 30, like these last 30, this is where this list gets ridiculous. Kyle Tucker, 30. Could be higher if you ask me. Back to back with 30, by the way. JT Realmuto, 29. This is perfect. I think JT Realmuto is by far a top 30 player. He might even be up in this 22-21 range. Best defensive catcher in baseball, best offensive catcher in baseball, one of the fastest players in baseball. JT Realmuto is so sick. Jacob deGrom, I know he was injured. He could be higher. If you ask me, he could definitely be higher. You're going to see them put Corbin Burns just ahead of him? No, not yet. If Jacob deGrom comes out and is healthy and like does poorly, that's when I'll put Corbin Burns ahead of him. I'm not going to say that. Fernando, really the interesting one. He was third last year. That's crazy. Fernando is a good talent, a great talent. Generational, probably. You know, the PEDs are leaving a scar for a lot of people. I don't know. It's so tough to rank Fernando. I think they did fine with ranking him. Right behind Ronald, yeah, probably. And Ronald at 25 definitely is appropriate because he regressed. I know the knee injury, but he definitely regressed. Bregman at 24, it's kind of surprising they had him at 29 last year when he was really not good. However, Bregman at 24 now is perfect. He was really good last year. They're going to put Jose right in front of him. I think Jose Altuve is arguably a top 10 player in baseball. I mean, just look at his season stats last year. He was crazy. I know it's a little bit of blasphemous, but he was really good. Top 15 in my opinion, at least. So he should be higher. Correa 22, whatever. Francisco Lindor 21. Okay, I know he bounced back, and I know he's really good. I'd say he's more, I think, if you're going to ask me, I think JT Realmuto should be more up here. Altuve should be up there, you know. Lindor should be more down where Realmuto is. While Lindor was good, his average was still really low. It's not what I want to see out of Francisco Lindor for that much money. Really good glove. He hit homers. OPS was pretty decent. I don't know, man. It's not the Frankie Lindor I want to see. Well, I don't want to see him do well, but, you know, it's a big jump. He fell a lot last year. Here we go, 20 through 11. Austin Riley, young, thick at 20. Guy's a beast. Definitely could be up here. Rafi Devers at 19. You're going to see the third baseman get grouped together here. I think there's a world where people could say that Rafi Devers is not as good as Austin Riley because Austin Riley has the glove. I think that is definitely a real argument, so these could be flipped. Vladdy at 18. That's probably fine. They're saying he regressed a lot. He regressed a little. I don't know if he regressed that much. Harper at 17. This is where I have real issues. Yes, call me a homer. His jersey's right there. Bryce Harper is a top 10 player in baseball. You guys might look at like his stats from like when he came back and in the regular season. The postseason showed exactly why Bryce Harper is one of the 10 best players in baseball. Julio ahead of him, I guess I don't mind when I really think about it. Bryce Harper was ranked 5th last year. That's crazy. Julio at 16. Yeah, fine. I guess he might be better. No, he's probably not better than Harper yet. Julio's sick, but he's had 1 year. Scherzer, Verlander grouped together here. I'd put these two. Honestly, they should probably be separated. I think Verlander should be here. Scherzer should be lower. And you're going to see Alcantara here. He's probably fine where he's ranked. Juan Soto, I know he had a down year. Juan Soto should be in the top 5. And to me, it's really not a debate. He should be in the top 5. I put out a poll recently and I said, who's better, Juan Soto or Julio Rodriguez? Thinking Juan Soto would be like, you know, overwhelming. I'm pretty sure it's like 51 to 49 people think that Julio is better. That was crazy to me. Trey Turner at 11. He could be top 10, but whatever. It's probably fine. Here we go. Starting in the top 10. Freddie Freeman, Dodgers. He was good. He should probably be more like 15, though, and to me. Best first baseman? Huh? No, he's not the best first baseman. Yordan at 9, probably fine. He's like 9-10 because he doesn't really play the outfield. Jose Ramirez at 8. This is very good. He was a very good player this year, and he's always been a good player. Paul Goldschmidt, 7 is fine. Yeah, anywhere between 6 and 8, that's fine. Arenado just ahead of him. I think that's perfect. I think that there's a really quick distinction people need to know is that Nolan Arenado is better than Paul Goldschmidt. Aaron's in the group together. I'm going to go Manny Machado next. Yeah, Manny is really good. To me, I know this is not a popular opinion. I still think Nolan is better than Manny. Manny is so sick. Manny is so good. I think Nolan Arenado's defense and how it's just a little better than Manny to me. I think it sets him over the top. Mookie at 4. This seemed aggressive to me. Mookie was sick this year. Mookie was awesome. I don't think he should be this high. I put him more like 8 to 10. Mookie was so good this year. I don't want people to think like I don't think these guys are good. It's crazy. Mike Trout 3, which means Judge is 2. I'm going to do these together. Judge, they should be flipped. Judge had the crazy year. Mike Trout is still better until he's not. Until Aaron Judge does what Mike Trout has done, he's not better. I'm sorry. Like, they're both really good, but it's just, I think Trout's still better. And number 1, Ohtani, it's not a debate. It's not a debate anymore. Ohtani is the best player in baseball. Arguably a Cy Young last year and an MVP. So, whatever. The whole reason behind me doing this is I'm going to be releasing my top 50. I'm not going to do a top 100. I'm going to do my top 50 players for 2023 in a few weeks. Pretty much right before the season starts, but That's why I was going over this first to see what MLB was looking like. I don't really agree with this. I think towards the top it gets egregious. Really, the 20, even the 30 through 1, it's really not good. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. If you did enjoy our little video, remember to leave a like as well as subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.